So, it feels like there's been stuff recently over the whole Dogpack404 slash Mr. Beast drama. And I get the idea that Dogpack404 has kind of fallen from grace, which is probably somewhat deserved. In that I think he was being a little bit reckless with some of the information he was doing, but I kind of think he probably got what he set out to do, presuming his goal was to break the golden image that Mr. Beast kind of had of himself, right? That it feels like, by and large, like, I don't think of Mr. Beast as being a uniquely evil person, but that kind of do no wrong persona that he had set up for himself is kind of gone. Anyways, that had gotten me kind of reminiscing about this idea of like how we speak and how we present our points in any given type of discourse that we might participate in, right? Now, it feels like there's an assumed level of seriousness to any given conversation or discourse you might participate in. There's an assumed level of accuracy that's expected there, and there's an assumed level of thought that you're supposed to have put into this. And this might vary from person to person, but it feels like, generally speaking, in casual conversation, it doesn't do to be like hyper pedantic, like hyper forensic, very, very literalistic, to be caveating everything you say, because it's a casual conversation, right? It's a conversation that's had in good faith with another human, meaning they're supposed to interpret what you're saying in the best light possible, right? But there are conversations where I think that is not the case. Like, case in point, Dogpack404 versus Mr. Beast, right? If you're coming after someone with a serious accusation, they're going to try to weasel their way out of it. So you have to be very, very careful about the way you present your points. You have to be very, very literalistic, right? Your feelings don't matter in this situation, right? This is what happened. This is what literally happened. So you be literalistic. You caveat your points. You be very, very specific about what you're saying. And it feels like there are other situations where this would also probably apply. Probably just court cases in general. There's a generally pretty serious tone to those, as well as if you're trying to present like a data set that's going to be referenced back to as a source of information or reference points. Because things can be misunderstood and they can be willfully misconstrued. So it's probably best, like in those types of situations, to be very, very careful about the way you talk and the way you present the thing you're trying to get across. Anyways, hopefully that made sense. P.S. I did start another profile. It's called The Mule for brand consistency, because that's someone. But yeah, I think the actual handle would be like @American Snidely Whiplash. So if you want to go check that out, that's going to be mostly about probably like cinema type stuff or movies and reviewing / debunking stuff, kind of in that alley. Yeah. Also, I have a Patreon. It's the same title as this profile. I think the link is somewhere in the description, as well as actually the link for my other YouTube profile. But yeah, if you want to go check that out, I do stories over there, as well as maybe some artwork. We'll see if there's more of that. Some of the stories are for free, so if you want to get a taste of my work, great. If you want to go check it out, great. And if you want to support me, even better. And if you want to critique my work, I could probably use that. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to.